I decided to share with you why I started Blossom with Pride, why I feel such a connection to empty nester moms and want to help them. You see, before I became a mother, I worked at a PR agency in New York City, and it was everything you would think it would be, launching a career in my 20s in New York City doing PR. So it was the whole work hard, play hard culture. We had clients that were household name brands. I traveled internationally, and it was awesome. And my husband and I decided to start a family, and I tried to continue at that same pace while having a newborn and eventually a toddler. And not only did I continue at the same pace, I decided I wanted to start my own nonprofit. So I was doing it all, working a 9 to 5, which wasn't always a 9 to 5, maybe longer, launching a nonprofit, married, and having a young child who was an infant, basically. And to be able to do it all, I sacrificed sleep. I did not sleep. Maybe I got 3 hours a night. And one night I stayed up all through the night. I had a major event. It was a major media event. I had more than 100 members of the media registered. And this was all in one weekend. So we had that major event at work. I had a meeting, a significant meeting for my nonprofit organization. My son at the time was turning 1, and then we were moving. So we were packing boxes. And I think that particular time that I'm about to share with you, I stayed up all night packing boxes and then had that important client meeting the next day. So on the return home from the client meeting, which was successful, by the way, I fell asleep at the wheel on one of the busiest highways in our state. Just fell asleep. And praise God, I woke up. I just remember hearing like a loud and long horn, like someone depressed the horn. I came to right before about to smash into the truck in front of me. So I quickly swerved, and then I swerved again. I wound up side swiping the truck. And when I looked around, all the vehicles miraculously were just stopped all around. And what could have been a fatal accident turned out to be a mere fender bender, if you will. And I'm so grateful and thankful for God's mercy and grace for getting me through that. But what happened after that created a series of um, challenges and issues. I mean, because I ran my body in the ground so badly, I, my body was just worn out. I had some medical challenges, and then I suffered from anxiety. I didn't want to get behind the wheel again, and I would literally shake and sweat every time I had to drive a major road, and you can forget about a highway. So it took me a long time to recover, physically, emotionally, mentally. And thankfully, I was introduced to different resources through a monthly spiritual coaching program that helped me not lose myself, regain my identity again. I honored some of my gifts. I love to dance. I actually did praise dance at my church. And these things satisfied my soul and helped me to maintain myself. And unfortunately, many moms, they don't take the time to reinvest in themselves. They put so much energy and time, sometimes out of necessity. And there's a lot of single moms out there. And you do what you can do to make sure that your kids eat and they're clothed. And I get it. So all the help that I provide, and every time I talk about this is in no way about shame or regret. First of all, the past is the past. We cannot change it. We don't stay in the past. But then also, you made decisions that were the best for you and your family. So That's just the bottom line. So, but where you are now, maybe, years later, a couple of decades even, your kids may have gone off to college or they're out of the house. Maybe they even returned, but they're adults and they don't need you in the same way that they did in the past. So now you find yourself wondering who you are, what's your purpose, what does your future look like. You have this feeling that you want more out of your life, but you don't know how to get there. You feel very stagnant. So this is why I want to work with you, because I get it. I've had interventions, thank you, that allowed me not to forget who I am, but sorry, that's the long guy going through. But I had resources introduced to me, and I was able to take advantage of those resources. And so now I'm trying to make resources available to you that you didn't have before, but now you can use them. So that is my why. That's my background. This is what motivates me. I believe that God has a purpose for each of us, that we all have spiritual gifts, and those gifts are for a larger purpose, all part of a master plan. I believe that we're created by God, who is the master architect. And when God created you, he had something specific in mind. So there's value in your life, value in your tomorrow. And so I want to help you honor this season that you're in. That's my why. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.